All right, we're out here at Miss Judy Stallard's house, looking at doing some siding. She had some Hardie plank done probably a couple years ago. It looks like probably somewhere about 5-6 years ago because of some rot. And basically we just need to complete the job and kind of correct some things that they did just to make sure that it lasts her like it's supposed to. So we'll take a look at those things, but just existing T111. You can see there's this banding around the bottom of the house, basically just because of rot. But the Hardie plank that was installed a couple years ago, they put that same banding on. So we're going to continue with that theme, although it's kind of unnecessary. It's more just an aesthetic thing, but we will continue on this banding that you see here now, just again for the sake of aesthetics and making things consistent. So this is our first wall we got back here. This is the back right corner of the home. We will be doing fascia overlay and then a drip edge as well. Drip edge is in pretty rough shape, and definitely fascia overlay is completely indicated. There's 3 spots on the fascia that we have to fix before we do the fascia overlay. But other than that, the soffit looks great. The ventilation is still good. Maybe some minor caulking and sealing, but other than that, the soffit is in real good shape. So let's start to take a look around here. Again, this is the first big wall. We got a big half gable up top, and then our flush wall here, 8-foot wall height. It's going to get a little bright here. This is the big wall that we have to address here. Again, behind here, we got some rough stuff going on. I'm not sure it's going to be able to be picked up in the video, but a lot of rot back here. You can tell just from probably being shaded and the sprinklers and kind of the perfect storm of where moisture needs to do its most damage is in an exact area like this. So we talked about keeping the bushes away. Even with the Hardie plank, you want to get some ventilation back there just to make sure everything can dry out and that we don't have moisture sitting on the wall for any extended period of time. But this area is pretty rough shape here. You can see the walls, a lot of waving to it, and again, it's just sucked up a ton of moisture. But you can see the banding here, and unfortunately there's some more rot. But the banding's all the way around the back of the house. When we get to the new area of Hardie, or existing area of Hardie, you can see they did the same banding, so we're going to have to keep that look. Again here though, this is the large wall. This little bathroom wall, or excuse me, window right here, it's a 24 by 35. We will replace that window too. She's having problems with that window, so we'll take care of that as well. Doors are somewhat relatively new. This corner of fascia, kind of right behind the patio umbrella there, that is one area that needs to be repaired due to rot. But starting in this corner, right where this the sidewall here meets the back of the house, is where the Hardie is already existing. So what our scope of work is going to look like in that area is basically retrimming the windows. They just went back with the same trim, so it's a wood trim, and it looks pretty inconsistent with the Hardie. As far as the trim looks pretty used and pretty aged, whereas the Hardie looks phenomenal. So same thing on the door. We got this window. We got a 3-panel door right here. We have a large picture over gliding combination right here. A gliding window right here. There you can see the banding below all the way around. So we got the kitchen gliding here, and then we have another gliding right here. All of those need to be retrimmed in a Hardie 1x4, and again, that's just to do it right. We have some exterior corner trim here, and right here that is also rotting already. So that will need to be done in a Hardie plank again, just to do this correctly and make sure that you know, she's not having to come out here and replace this trim, which she will have to do and needs to be done now, honestly. So that area, it's 8 foot, so 32 feet full, complete of 1x4. Actually make that 40, because this exterior where the brick meets the siding is wood also. So we're looking at a 40-foot total of 1x4, and then all of our 5 windows and a triple panel hinge door will all be retrimmed in 1x4. And then around here, let's see, we had an area of some rot. You can see here the 1x2 drip edge is completely slipped down and fallen out. So this is an area that we're going to need to need to address here and see what the underlying problem is there, if it's roof decking or if it is 1x2 rot. But you can see on this corner as well that that we have some rot present there. So definitely need to look at that and fix that up. Coming over to the left side of the home, pretty much same thing. We got these gables. We got 2 gable vents. We do have some conduit, or not some conduit, but some coax cable running up into the vent there. So we'll take that away and obviously reattach. Again, soffit is in good shape here. We're going to look at painting that. And then on the fascia, we're going to do a fascia overlay, a drip edge replacement. But on the soffit, we're going to approach that as a paint, a caulk and seal and paint, and then use that as our scope of work. Everything else is pretty straightforward. We got brick below. Not going to worry with this door at all, so nothing going on there. We did talk about a change of trim color, which she was excited about. So during our color consult, we'll make sure that we pick a great color that really complements the new look of the home. So coming out to front here, we have 2 gables. We did talk about kind of dressing up the front of the house and using a straight lined shingle, not the staggered edge but the straight line, and using that on these 2 gables, and you can see the far one down there, just to dress it up. Again, beautiful oak trees in front of the home. I really think it would make a nice change to do those gables, dress them up a little bit, and give the front of the house a whole new character. Wrap the garage door frame in Hardie. We're going to keep this same 6-inch kind of belly band board there, and keep that the same, especially if we do some shingle above. It's going to give it a real nice point of separation there. Garage door frame, you can see, is kind of been overexposed, rotten down at the corners. Same thing on this side. And then underneath the front porch, we're going to definitely paint the front porch ceiling. There's a lot of areas where the caulking has failed, so we'll need to caulk and seal that and then paint that. We do have some bowing. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but that H mold right there is definitely bowed right over the front porch. There were some issues. The drain spout for the AC, I imagine, is right there, and I think probably the drip pan was overflowing, or something happened, and it probably caused a little bit of a moisture there, so moisture issue there. So that needs to be addressed, and when we do the porch ceiling, if we can tack that back up, or if we need to, it's not going to be more than a sheet of plywood, maybe 2 sheets of plywood to replace that porch ceiling soffit there. Underneath we have a vertical siding, so we're going to look at some options there too on the front, of maybe doing more of a horizontal and just updating the look and really giving her something that she can be happy and excited about. So we'll look at those options. I'm going to play around on the visualizer from Hardie and get some pictures sent to her this afternoon. Front door, we have 2 side lights, and then a main panel. We will have to R&R the storm, and then we will retrim that front side light, both side lights and the front door, in a Hardie plank. And again here, Hardie plank around this window. We will paint these front porch columns. There's 4 of them. She just had some repair work done on the bases, so we're not going to wrap those right at this point in time, but we will paint those to go along with the new trim color selection. And you can see pretty much everywhere against this, around this front porch, this drip edge, everything is in real bad condition. The fascia is bowed, so this definitely needs to be addressed, and definitely putting Hardie there will do an amazing job as far as making that maintenance free and fixing the water issues that we see right now. This area, you see some residuals, some squirrels chewing on there, on the drip, on the freeze board up there. So that'll all be put to an end with the Hardie board. We do have this large gable here. These windows, same thing with the kind of that 1x6 there that you can see, that band board. That will all become Hardie plank. These windows, even though they're not in siding, will be retrimmed in a 1x4, and you can see below These are 3.0/6.0s. You can see below there's a good probably 2 feet of skirting on there that's wood now that will become hardy plank on both. Getting eaten up by mosquitoes out here. So that's pretty much what we're looking for on the front. We're gonna give I'm gonna give her Chris McClendon for a gutter referral just for a couple areas here on the front and then also on the right side that we're about to look at here. So you can see there, just again, a mirror image of the other side, some squirrels chewing right here, 2 gable vents up top, and then we have some kind of a wood siding apron over those two 24 by, what are they, probably 24 by 59s. So that will all become hardy plank as well. So that's kind of our scope of work. Again, I'm going to play around with the visualizer tonight and put some different shingle options on there for her, and we're meeting tomorrow to go over those options. She had some errands she had to run, so we ran out of time today, but we will take care of that. We're going to get back together tomorrow morning and show her what we came up with as far as the visualizations. But definitely it's a beautiful home, beautiful trees here in the front yard, and really a good opportunity to make a dramatic improvement and really improve the aesthetic and appeal of the front of the home. So that's what we're looking at. So again, we appreciate your time today, and look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye.